Okay, kids, don't try this at home, and most certainly don't try it alone. This is tough. Yanking the motor out of a C4 Corvette by yourself. Well, I had Clark, like I said earlier, but when it comes time to, when you get the motor up so far, and you know you need to twist it a little or move a wire or something like that, Clark wasn't a lot of help. He just kind of sat there. But he did do a lot of heavy lifting today, so I appreciate him. But anyway, yeah, it's a little tough by myself because this motor had never been out. It's original motor in here. So all the tiny little brackets and all the tiny little ground wires and everything, all that stuff hooked to the block. There must have been 20 spots they had ground wires. Yeah, and like the little bracket down on the trans line, another little wire down there. I mean, millions and millions of little brackets that had all the emission stuff still on it, including the smog pump and everything, air condition, you know, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this thing still had all the emissions. Right there's some emissions crap, and over there's a smog pump. All that stuff was on there, and there's a million hoses, million vacuum lines. I'm gonna probably eliminate a lot of that stuff. I already talked to the owner about it. Eliminate some of that crap going back in here. He wants to make a hot rod out of it, so that's how we're going to hot rod it. We'll get rid of all this crap. But yeah, just electrical crap galore, vacuum lines galore, emissions stuff galore. But anyway, it's pretty damn tight. About the time it's coming off of your transmission shaft, main shaft there, it's hitting this bar right here with a harmonic balancer. I left it on because I knew I could get it out of there. Everybody says you can't. And I also left the hood on. Everybody says you can't do that. So I did it just because they said I can't. And so it's tough. It's not for the faint at heart. That's for damn sure, because you got absolutely no room to get any bolts off. And if you do start getting the bolt backed out, then your wrench is stuck between the bolt and the firewall, or the bolt and the wires, or something. I mean, it's definitely aggravating. It normally takes me about 4 hours to pull a small block out of most cars, but this one here is probably I probably almost got, I don't know, close to 10-12 hours or something actual time in it. So and most of that was, like I say, unbolting little stuff, and then I had to keep jumping on and off the forklift because, like I say, I had to turn the motor, lift it a little, move a wire, do this. You know, it was kind of tough. I wish I'd had a helper. But, you know, I'm all proud and stubborn and hard-headed, and I just think I can do everything by myself. So that's the price I pay. But all in all, it went pretty good. And I got to find out what's going on with this motor. I believe the camshaft broke in half is what it appears to be. But I got to see what's salvageable out of this motor that was in here, because the guy wants to try to use the crank out of this one, but you know, I don't know. We probably not. Got a feeling he's going to have to get a new crank, new bearings. He's got a different motor that's partially assembled and this or that, but you'll see more of all that stuff later. But yeah, I'm just happy. It was tough. It whooped my ass a little bit. I've been sweating today. Worked pretty damn hard. Yeah, you see I threw a couple extra jack stands under there because a couple times lifting up the whole car. It's a pretty light car, so the car kept coming up, and then I'd have to jump under there and do something, and you know, the jack stands weren't holding much, so I threw a bunch of extras under there because I didn't feel like getting smashed today and crushing my head or my guts or anything. Not today, maybe tomorrow, but today I just wasn't feeling it. So anyway, guys, yeah, a little goofing off in this video. I'm sorry about that, but what I normally do is I just try to get all the bolts and everything that I can get easily, and then once you get it broke loose from the tranny and the motor mounts, you can kind of lift it up and scoot it forward to get all that stuff in the back and everything else that you couldn't get. And of course, you know, the exhaust manifolds down at the flange where it goes into the pipe, they're rusted solid, so I just took the manifolds off the motor and left them in there, and I'm going to have to address them because we're going to have to put some gaskets in them, so we're going to have to cut those bolts off, drill them out or something, I'm sure. But anyway, all in all, not too bad. Still has the air conditioning, everything. You can see the radiator's still in there. The hood's still on, like I said. So, you know, all those naysayers, it's not easy to do it, but you can do it without all that. And probably if I did another one, I could probably cut it down to about, you know, 6 hours or something. So, and I take my time and try to keep everything labeled and all that. I'm not in a big hurry right now. I'm not going for no record or anything. But anyway, that's it. That's the first part of this project. Is we got the motor pulled out. It's 1985 Chevrolet Corvette, C4 Corvette. Anyway, you guys stay tuned. This project will be ongoing probably for a month or so. See, it depends on what we find and what kind of machine work we need and all that. So this is how we do it at Dragon Works. And yes, this is the customer's car that was he got shot by his roommate by accident. Anyway, I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, we went up and got this thing for him and got the motor out, and he's out of the hospital now, limping around. He's going to try to go back to work tomorrow, and he does auto body work and stuff. So anyway, yeah, he rides. He's got a couple bikes and everything. So good fella. So yeah, Dragon Works will help him out. All right, guys, peace out.